It is actually as simple as legendary Colin Chapman says many years ago, a car was born. The K1 Attack was created 13 years ago on a piece of paper in Slovak restaurants with our long years designer Juraj Mitro. The actual idea of building own vehicle, running on own chassis with own design was in our heads, in our thinking since our childhood. I met senior editor of #1 kit car magazine, Mr. Jim Youngs. Sitting on a coffee, chit-chatting, Jim Youngs told me, I believe you guys can build a car which will have own chassis, own sports car parameters, and definitely completely fresh design. Thinking about a natural way between Honda NSX, that time extremely well-doing car in the United States, with a mid-engine layout, but still the exotic Italian super sport design. And the actual result you see in the K1 Attack. After a couple of years of marketing of this vehicle and selling a lot of vehicles worldwide, we decide to come to the level which our team, especially me, been always dreaming about. Today we are introducing you Attack R4, a product of Race for Slovakia, a complete car with complete race technology, running 10,500 RPM, having perfect handling, proving on all kind of European racetracks, yes, we did it. Slovak Republic, as one of the latest countries in Europe, had now the first racetrack ever. I think it's natural that a company like Race for Slovakia, building cars, racing cars, get together with such a company like Slovakia Ring, and it's a natural selection that they choose us and we choose them. Today we are sitting directly on the racetrack, having own boxes, running own racing academy, having a lot of successful clients, giving people all the experiences we gained since last 22 years. Testing almost every day on the racetrack. It's even natural that we are bringing to the world super racing car. We have opportunity to test the car every other day. Every little improvement we do on the vehicle, we can immediately test on the racetrack. Basically, whatever is racetrack asking from us is to give them the best car and the best experiences. The Attack R4 is not the first race car we actually built. A couple years ago, we did our first testing with Attack Roadster Twin Turbo. Using the original Jaguar engine, supercharging this vehicle with a compressor, then trying twin turbo. The car was extremely fast, but never had the superior handling as the Attack R4 these days. This is mainly due to the technology we're using. We're now using regular racing technology, not trying to improve existing off-the-shelf engine with turbos and all kind of other racing improvements, but using a pure race technology which was actually developed by others for this reason. Today's Attack R4 is running with high RPM, 10,500 RPM, V8 engine with extremely small displacement. It's 2.8 liter engine with 460 horsepower, 340 Newton meters, revving the engine, as I said, almost up to 11,000 RPM. Why this car is having such a superior handling? It actually really does. We're talking about longitudinally mounted, strictly mid-engine layout. So the engine is not in the front of the rear axle. It is truly located in the middle of the vehicle. Starting with only 700 kilos is the base car. Of course, you can always put more weight on the vehicle according to the challenge and according to the GT class you are planning to use the vehicle. But basically, starting with 700 kilos of the pure weight of the vehicle and superior aerodynamical downforce, this car is gaining extreme cornering. So what is the latest improvement of Attack as race car? Durability. Today we are having a vehicle which is running not like the previous vehicles would we ever put in the racetrack. We're using race technology and race car. This car is running and doesn't need so much maintenance than all the vehicles what we did before. This car is simply running and winning. Introduction season. For our product, definitely. For our team, definitely as well. Our aim is to show up the car. To show the racing world we can do it. We are having a car with extremely well handling, very, very well durability and reliability. Our aim was not to win any championship in 2010. We take place on all kinds of European races, basically the whole Central European zone. We attend a super race at Assen, Zolder, Monza, all kinds of Slovak, Czech, Polish championship, and we always end up at podium. This is for us another challenge. For 2011, we will take part on all kinds of other race series. And we will be there, and hopefully we will win again. First race ever this year. Being scared, being honestly scared. Always test the car in Slovakia ring, having great results, but this is totally different. With all the other cars behind your back, in front of you, this was not easy. Coming to Poland, to Poznan racetrack. Having fast cars there, 8 Porsches, 3 Ferraris, 430 Scuderia, Cup cars, and of course the biggest competitor, Slovak Salin. 850 horsepower, a lot of torque, very, very fast car. I've been surprised maybe even more than our main competitor Miroslav. We found ourselves on the racetrack near on the starting grid. Maybe even thanks to the rainy day, the car was even faster than I was expecting. The lightweight construction finally proved that this is the way to go. With the very heavy Salin, even with more horsepower than ever anybody else, we won the race. And therefore, we got the courage, we got the feeling we can do it. So, Polish Poznan was actually the last race what we did in Eastern Europe, and directly the first plan was, let's go to the Dutch Supercar Challenge, always dreaming about that. Assen, fantastic racetrack, a lot of spectators. 80,000 people a day sitting on tribunes, you're sitting there with the car, and again scared, a little bit scared. Thanks to a combination of race drivers, Ardi van den Hoyk and me, we again stand on podium. We actually didn't sit in podium, it was just my thinking because we end up third. First race in Dutch Supercar Challenge, we end up third, but unfortunately, due to overtaking on yellow flag, we've been pushed to 5th place. So the podium was not real podium. But what was seriously proven, the car can do it even here. In highest European league, in Open GT class, with a small Slovakian product, even though with English technique, the car was fast. The car was fast and already did the fastest lap time on the race in Assen. Coming to Zolder racetrack was coming in a style Veni Vidi Vici. We came, we jumped on the racetrack, we did immediately 2 pole position, win the first place on the first race. Second race of Sunday was hell of a ride. Heavy rain. Never had that type of rain. Heavy, heavy rain. Windshield wiper was unable to wipe up the front wheel shield. I opened the race, pole position of course. Leading the race almost to the moment I gave the car to Denny. 1 lap before I gave the car, I spin over. My mistake, sorry guys. I gave the car to Denny, and Denny, no matter what he could, he did the best job. He actually did the race track lap record. 1:51 as far as I remember on heavy rain. I think it was the far the fastest lap ever in Zolder. We end up second, well, still on podium, right? Very fast racetrack. Straights and straights, couple of chicanes and straights again. Our competitors with all the powerful race cars were running close to 300 kilometers an hour. But we have the advantage of light car and superior aerodynamical downforce. What was proven in Monza mainly? The durability. We take a part in endurance race, 1.5 hour, running, getting the best lap times, and we won again.